would never see it in a million years.
Everyone says that. You know, me and him have been friends for 16 years.
I know, you had a song like 15 years ago,
yeah,
too,
we've
right?
been like besties for a long time.
People always say that. But
No, this is real. Like, no cross the line.
Besties, like you always kept in touch and you always talked?
We would keep in touch. He would come see me when I had my plays. When I had my baby shower, he would come. Like, we were really friends. Like, when I was
shower,
pregnant,
like before.
married.
Wow.
You know, we'd say, T, what you doing? Okay, me and my boys gonna stop past there for a few. You hear me? Okay.
That's really good, Toni.
Come see me.
That's really good.
So, we've been friends for a long time.
All right, so it's not that weird.
No, not for me. My mom loves him because he what Big Mama doing? He would just ask about my mom. He's a gentleman. He's such a gentleman.
Is he?
What?
I could see that.
Opening doors, and he's just a gentleman. I promise you.
Do you find it weird that other people find it weird?
No.
No, because you get it.
I get why they think it's weird. But they don't know him like I know him.
Yeah.
He's very traditional.
No way.
I
he has
promise
a star
you.
on his head.
Okay, yeah, that. But he's very traditional about family and values. He has 2 kids by his high school sweetheart.
Y'all, this Birdman and Toni Braxton situation is starting to look less like a failed romance and more like a full-blown financial setup. What began as a love story is now being talked about like one of the boldest finesses the music industry has seen in years.
He's just very traditional. Same baby mama. He had his kids when he was in his late 20s. He's like, no, he's just...
These are the things that are important to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always a gentleman to me.
Yeah.
Around me.
And he seems like the type of guy that will lavish you.
It's not just that, because I got my own money.
Of course,
you know what I'm
you
saying?
do.
What people don't know, 2016 November when I was on tour, October, I was really sick. I don't mean kind of sick. I mean like really,
from the
really
lupus.
sick. I had a really bad flare, and I was on tour. And every day I was on tour, he was there with me. If he left out, he would come back.
And this was before anybody knew you guys.
We weren't anything. It was buddies. It was
Right.
nothing. Not even a day. He was my friend. He was there. I don't know if
he
ever
already loved you. He's there every day taking care of you.
But you know, he really was there every day. My buddy, my friend. T, you all right? You good? I'm cheering good. You know, he was just there as my friend. Like cheering. I'm cheering good. Big Mama good. He was there every day for the shows. And on my off days, he would go and take care of his business, but he would follow me on the bus and just make sure I was okay. And I don't know if you've ever been really, really sick in your life and you feel kind of hopeless and you got somebody who's a friend that's there. That's kind of, it just made me see him differently. Like this person really cares for me. Aww. It was really a bad moment. I mean, I can tell you guys now that is over. I was really, really sick.
Birdman finally broke his silence, and the way he's talking now makes one thing clear. He doesn't believe Toni ever truly wanted him. He thinks she wanted his money. And if even half of what he's saying is true, then this relationship wasn't about love falling apart. According to Birdman, Toni didn't just leave when feelings faded. He claimed she stayed long enough to secure what she thought was a payout and dipped the moment the money slowed down.
I'll tell you a crazy story. I have a neighbor, very successful. So he wakes me up, says, Joe, come over to my house. We having a celebration. He had just sold his company for like $400 million. Everybody knew it was everywhere. And his wife does the ding, 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 ding with the cup. And she gives the most beautiful speech. I love this man. This man's the greatest ever. 7 a.m. on Instagram, the wife files for divorce.
Yo. The next day.
Premeditated murder.
He says she drained him, vanished when the bag wasn't flowing. And now that she's allegedly under financial pressure again, she's circling back. When you line up the timeline, things start to look real uncomfortable.
Birdman said he was with Toni Braxton for 18 years. She convinced him to get married. He did no paperwork. She got a divorce in 2 weeks and caught him for mega millions. He said the fix was in. This Birdman saying it. He's saying
he did no prenup?
He was with her, no prenup. When we discussed this story in my house, people were saying karma. No, this ain't tabloid. No, I'm not standing on this. I'm not at the divorce, bro. I'm telling you what the streets are saying and the Birdman said. The Birdman said he was with her for 18 years, married her, he had no paperwork, she got him. I don't even want to tell you the number. The number's the price of this building.
The price of this building?
Yo, no, they're serious. The price of a high-rise in New York City.
Toni Braxton, you lost your everlasting rabbit-ass mind. I get it that you're hurt. I get it that you in pain. In pain? That deep-ass voice of yours. My mama played all of your music when I was a kid. But this shows how diabolically emotional wreck you are to be thinking that this man right here with this peanut ass head should pay you $160 million. Let's get the facts straight. You dated this man stupidly for 16 years. And you got married for 30 days, not even a whole month. And you want 160 M's? Does that mean he gets back all the cars, the jewelries, the trips, everything that you provided, that he provided? No, absolutely not. Drop in the comment section. Give me your thoughts and opinions. Should Birdman pay 160 M's to Toni Braxton? Or should she go on her everlasting way and date somebody more like her? You know what I mean? More classy, more sophisticated. Because Birdman ain't paying you shit. He don't want to pay his son 150 M's. What the hell make you think he gonna pay you 160?
Now, before anyone jumps in the comments yelling, Toni Braxton is broke, let's be honest, this isn't new. Toni has a long, documented history of financial trouble, 2 bankruptcies, massive debt, and a lifestyle that never matched what her bank account could realistically support. Private jets, designer bags, luxury everything. She was spending like the money would never stop, even when the numbers behind the scenes said otherwise. So when Birdman says he feels played, people aren't brushing it off as bitterness anymore. They're asking a serious question. Was Toni ever in this for love, or was it always about survival? Here's where it gets wild. Reports say Toni attempted to leave the marriage demanding $160 million. Let that sink in. They had been married less than a month. Not years. Not even weeks. Some insiders say the marriage didn't last 2 full days before things went left. 0.2 days. That's not a breakup. That is a speed run. And when fans realize Birdman's estimated net worth sits right around that same $160 million, the math started looking intentional. People stopped calling a heartbreak and started calling it strategy. That Birdman's side says Toni filed for divorce almost immediately, claiming the marriage was irretrievably broken. But what could go so wrong in under 48 hours that you're ready to walk away from something you just celebrated publicly? Fans aren't buying confusion. They're calling it calculated, and it gets messier. According to Birdman, this wasn't the first time Toni tried to spin the block. After their original breakup years earlier, he says she popped back up later, sending signals and pushing for another chance. At first, he resisted, but emotions and history pulled them back together. That reconnection led to the wedding and then straight to divorce papers. That whiplash is why people started re-examining Toni's financial situation. Her music sales weren't hitting like before. Reality TV buzz had cooled off. Rumors were already floating that she might be under serious financial strain again. SO fans are asking, did she come back because she loved him or because she needed him? The internet has not been kind. People started calling her Miss Unbreak My Wallet and clowning the idea that she felt entitled to half an empire after a marriage that barely survived the honeymoon. Even other celebrities joked about it. Meanwhile, Birdman is reportedly furious. Insiders say he feels embarrassed, betrayed, and used. He believes Toni never wanted a life with him, just access. And once she realized the money wasn't flowing the way she expected, she bounced. Then came the rumors. Toni allegedly tried to flip some of Birdman's jewelry after the split. Not gifts, his personal collection. Pawn-level behavior. If true, and while nothing's been officially confirmed, the fact that people believe it says a lot about how shaky her money reputation already was. To be fair, Toni has always said the industry did her dirty early on, and bad contracts contributed to her downfall. That part isn't fake. But at some point, patterns matter. 2 bankruptcies, massive debt, a lost $5 million engagement ring, and now a $160 million divorce demand after 2 days of marriage. That's not bad luck. That's a pattern. Oh, now the question isn't whether Birdman is bitter. The question is, did he finally wake up? Because if this really was a long con wrapped in romance, then Toni didn't just lose a husband. She exposed a side of herself she spent decades trying to hide. Let's rewind. Back in the late 90s, Toni Braxton was on top of the world. Platinum albums, Grammys, sold-out tours. So when she filed for bankruptcy in 1998, people were stunned. That first bankruptcy revealed reckless spending, lawsuits, unpaid taxes, and bad deals. She blamed youth in the industry, and some of that was true. But the habits never changed. In 2010, she filed again, this time owing between $10 and $50 million. Health issues and lupus were real factors, but insiders said the bigger problem was spending that never slowed down. That reputation followed her into her relationship with Birdman in 2016. He was loud money, flashy, diamonds everywhere. And suddenly, Toni looked comfortable again. Then there was a ring, a massive yellow diamond reportedly worth $5 million. She said she lost it on a flight. The bag came back. The ring didn't. Rumors spread that it was pawned. Birdman brushed it off publicly, but insiders say trust was never the same so when Toni resurfaced years later wanting another chance. Fans weren't buying the romance, especially when reports said she might be in financial trouble again. Which brings us back to the short-lived marriage. Birdman believes once the wedding happened and the money conversation didn't go her way, Toni checked out immediately. Divorce papers. A shocking demand. The entire net worth in his mind, this wasn't love gone wrong. This was someone trying to cash out. And when the courts didn't give her that fantasy payout, Birdman claims her behavior shifted fast, scrambling to secure whatever she could. That's why he feels violated. Because love doesn't disappear in 48 hours unless the intent was never real to begin with. A woman with 2 bankruptcies, a missing $5 million ring, a marriage that lasted less than a weekend, and a divorce demand matching his net worth. That's why people are side-eyeing hard. What hurt Birdman most wasn't just the money. It was embarrassment. He feels she used his name, his image, and his wealth to prop herself up when her own momentum wasn't what it used to be. From his side, this wasn't a failed love story. It was a hustle that didn't finish. Toni has stayed mostly silent. No deep interviews. No real rebuttal. Just quiet. Fans are split. Some say Birdman is bitter and flipping the narrative. Others think he finally saw the pattern too late. But one thing everyone agrees on, this situation destroyed Toni's image as just misunderstood when it comes to money. Now the real question isn't, did the marriage fail? Was a marriage ever real? And if Birdman starts dropping receipts, timelines, transactions, details, this could turn into one of the messiest celebrity financial exposés we've seen in years. So what do you think? Did Birdman get played, or is he just hurt that Toni walked away when the money talk got real? Was this love gone wrong or a bag gone missing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe, and stay tuned, because this story is far from over.